Hey moms, it's Nakimi and welcome to the channel and space for single moms navigating motherhood. And as always, we do not bash the baby daddies because, well, we are here now. So today I want to talk about a topic that I know all too well and have experienced while raising my child. If you guys don't know, I do have a 24-year-old daughter. She's my only child. And I know how it feels for others to judge you and judge your parenting style. We all know that gossip, right, in its simplicity, is a form of witchcraft, right? That's just basically what it is. That's the bottom line. Is that it's a form of witchcraft. You know, if you grew up like I did in a family where it was predominantly women and they were messy, you know, after they leave each other's house, they're talking about, you know, that other family member and maybe their man and their situation or their kids. You know, when you're young, when you're a little girl, you know, you're just eavesdropping. You in grown folks' conversation, ain't got no business in it. And, you know, back then we knew to act like we were doing something else and weren't paying attention, but we was eavesdropping, you know. But as you grow older, you realize, you know, that how disheartening that can be. You know, here's what I want you to do. I want you to remain silent. Okay. When I was raising my child, I would hear things like, when she was like 2 years old, I would let her wear a halter top. It's just cute little clothes from Children's Place. I wasn't really thinking. I just saw cute clothes and put them on her. You know, I wasn't really, and she was 2 or 3 at the time. So I wasn't thinking, you know, there's an appropriate way to dress her. And I would hear people say, she shouldn't be dressing her like that. Or, you know, my daughter had a really bright personality. She was just a little social butterfly. And, you know, I've heard people say, oh, she's too grown. You know, and that made me feel some type of way. You know, or I've heard people speak about other kids. If they have a boy, be like, you know, he bad. You know, if she don't get a hold of him, he gonna be in prison. You know, just diabolical, as these babies be saying nowadays, diabolical, you know, stuff. But I want you to be silent. You know, if you have family members or frenemies or coworkers or whomever that are judging you and they're not doing anything to help you, you need to isolate yourself from them. Now, I want to make this very clear. I'm not saying that you should not take sound advice from people, but you got to use your discernment and know that advice is coming from a place of love and a place of genuine concern, right? Because oftentimes people can spew out advice and it's not coming from a good place. It's nothing but mere judgment. They're just being judgy people, right? So if a person is coming to you saying, hey, sis, I'm really concerned. You're my friend. I love you. What's going on? What you did, XYZ, when you did XYZ, that concerned me. And I don't really think that that's a healthy road for you to take. That's different from, girl, if you like it, I love it. Shoot, never could be me. You did all that to do that, and you doing this for that. You know, just that type, you know what I mean? That type of stuff, 86 that immediately, boo. But I want you to be silent. Because here's the thing. There's no manual on parenting. There's no blue, pink, yellow, or any other color print on parenting. And if you have children, irregardless if you're married or single, you are instilling the values that you had when you were growing up. You know, you're passing down the knowledge that was given to you. And so oftentimes, especially if you're a young single mom that came from a single family household, You know, your mother or father may have been emotionally unavailable, or they may have just been stressed out. They may have, have not set you down and taught you things because, they weren't taught, right? But you continue to hold your head down and you keep pressing, because the fact that you're here with your kids and you're getting up every day and you're working and you're feeding and you're clothing your children and you're keeping a roof over their head, oh baby, that is commendable. Clap out loud. Why? Because clapping out loud confuses the enemy. Yep, sure do. And I'm a living testimony that all those that have judged you and put their mouth in a negative way on your child by speaking ill things, your child will grow up to be successful, baby. Yep, sure will. And those same people that judged you and had all those negative thoughts, guess what? They're going to have no choice but to come and shake your hand and say, job well done. Yep. And when those same people that was judgy and that was saying all those negative things, those family members that gossiped about you like they were getting paid, like Wendy Williams, how you doing? Come and say, girl, okay. Yep. Be like, or, job well done. Be like, thank you. Because for, a moment there, everyone was saying that, if I didn't get a hold of my son, he was going to be in prison, I guess everybody, was thinking the worst of the situation, but my God saw the best. So I really appreciate this. It means the world to me. Yup. That's how you do that. So you continue to hold your head up. Pray over yourself and over your babies. And if you're not a praying person or you want to speak affirmations or whatever your spiritual belief is or your religion belief is, if it's nothing but, Lord, don't take your hands off of me and my kids. Continue to provide a way and let things get better. If it's something simple, you say it. And when people say things like, you need to get a hold of him, if not, he's going to be in jail. Or you need to get a hold of her because she's going to be pregnant by the time she's 16. You go back and you combat that with the word, baby. But you be silent. And I know it's hard. And I know you be feeling some type of way when someone says that. You already are just trying to survive and do the very best that you can with the resources that you have and with the knowledge that you have. But you just hold steadfast, baby. Hold steadfast. I'm a living testimony. If you don't believe anything else that I tell you on this channel, you believe me when I tell you this. God is in the business of picking up a nobody, turning that nobody into somebody without asking anybody. And your higher power can do all things except fail you. Yep. Yep. So that's all I wanted to share on this video, guys. Watch my next video because I'm going to be talking about how I feel like the delivery of our elders in our community has done more harm than it has helped. So until next time, always remember, you got this, mamas. I love you guys. Bye.